Oh, wait a second. 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 All right, there's a weird echo loop, but I think it's working. Is it working, you guys? Can you guys hear me now? Did it work? We got this? What about now? How's that working for you guys? There it is. We got this. You guys can hear me? Yes! Yes! Okay, shout out to everyone who's watching. We got 5 people watching on Twitch. We got 5 people on YouTube. Yes. Okay. A little bit of a warm-up there. But here we are. Cool. Well, I'm just obviously getting started here, so I appreciate the patience as we get everything in gear. I've never broadcast on Twitch before, but there's all this cool stuff on my screen. Like over here, it shows how many people are watching, and then over here is a timer for how long I got to keep doing this for, so let's get that going. So right now, we're at 12 hours and 5 minutes, because for every new follow I get, we're adding another minute. If you guys donate, I think we add another 5 minutes. It's all automatic. So I'm following that timer over there. Whoop, there. So start following, start donating. The more follows and donates we get, the longer this will last. Also, you'll see down there, we're shooting for 200 followers. I'm going to do this, hopefully, as long as it takes to get 200 followers. I know that we have more than 0 now. So let's go ahead and update that. That I will do. Because, well, you guys deserve credit for everything you've done so far. Certainly, it's already added time to my timer there, which is dope. Hey, everybody. I know this is the first time on Twitch for many of you, as it is the first time on Twitch for me. But, obviously, I need you guys active in the chat in order for me to know what your questions are, answer your questions, interact with you. As you all know, I got no problem just, like, gibbering and jabbering, but you know, it's kind of more ideal if we have a conversation here. With that said, let me see how many followers I got so I can update this sucker. And once I have that, we'll give you guys full credit for what you got. Let's see. Looks like 25 followers right now. Wow. Okay. All right. Starting amount here. 25 followers. Done. Oh, no, that's our sample goal. I got to fix that. We got 25 followers. Let's get to 200 followers. And it's going to end after tomorrow, you guys. So, I'm not going to do it on Saturday. So, this is it. This is it. I think we can do it. We got a good start. You know what? Let's make the goal lower. Let's make it more attainable. 150 followers. 23 hours to go. We got 25 already. So we got those stats down there. We got the timer going there. We got the viewers going there. And as you guys do stuff, donate, follow, whatever, your names will give you credit popping up there. There should also be this cool zombie animation that pops up. So if anyone who's watching right now isn't following, do me a favor and click follow, because I want to see if the zombie animation works. I could test it, but that's not as cool. So with that said, I have 2 tarot decks I'm ready to work with today. First one's here. This is one I got off Etsy. They're kind of smaller cards. The style of the art is a little kind of comic booky. I kind of dig it. It works. It's like red, black, and white. That's kind of the color palette they got going. So there's that. But I just received as a gift yesterday this Tarot de la Santa Muerte. This I've not seen in America. I've wanted it for a long time. I've seen it in Mexico. I hadn't seen it in America, and a friend surprised me with it yesterday. Possibly for this. I don't know if she's surprising me with it for this stream or just surprising me with it. But yeah, I got these 2 things to read with. I need you guys to let me know. Okay, I just went into the multi-stream chat here, so I should be able to see what everyone has to say. But, yeah, I need you guys. I don't know who I'm reading for until you guys tell me. I'm basically here for you for the next 12 hours. In the meantime, I got a energy drink. I got a whole bunch of herb. So I should be going strong. I'm ready to start reading. I'm ready to start answering questions. I'm ready to do whatever. I see you guys are taking it easy, and you're going to make me only read for 12 hours. So you're going to maybe give me like 2 minutes and 7 seconds, 2 minutes and 4 seconds, whatever it is. So for all the folks watching on Twitch, make sure you go ahead and click follow. That's how we add time to the timer. That's how we keep this going, of course. And, you know, be active in chat. That's how we answer the questions. Barring that, it's going to be real hard. It's going to be real hard to, you know, do any tarot readings if I don't have any tarot questions. And yeah, if there's other reasons you have to ask me things or tell me things, that's what I'm here for. I don't really play video games, so there's a 0% chance, pretty close to a 0% chance that I'm gonna like game for you guys here. It's not really how I do it. So yeah, give me a shout, guys. Ask some questions. Who wants a tarot reading? Hands up, hands up. Oh, man, we have no followers for the past 12 minutes. I can see that on my mini feed here. I know you guys can... Well, thank you, Family First, for checking in. I love doing this for you guys. I love that there are people who need this done. So what do you guys think? Can I get some indications? Which deck are we reading with? Someone show me to call the deck. Is it the Santa Muerte deck? Oh, yeah, I'll do general type readings, Ethereal Goddess. I think you're asking that question in... Oh, there you go. Now I have the multi-chat so I can see. Yeah, Ethereal Goddess on YouTube wants to know if I do general. Yeah, you're going to be the brave one? Oh, Family First is going to be the brave one. Cool, cool, cool. All right, well, I need you guys, though, to... Here, let me see if I can get this thing to help me ask you a poll so we can decide which deck we're going to use here. I think it has polls, but I can't find it. Bummer. I guess I'll have to do it another way. All right. You want to do the spin the wheel, you guys? No, let's not do spin the wheel. I'll let you guys pick. Santa Muerte deck. I got one vote for Santa Muerte deck. Any other votes? Any other votes? I will call this one, because I forget the name of it, we're going to call it the comic book deck. It's not really what it's called, but I'm calling it that right now. That is what we will refer to it as for the time. I mean, it seems pretty unanimous for the Santa Muerte. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, unboxing it right here on stream. Maybe I should have brought a razor with me. Oh, good thing I got all kinds of stuff. There we go. You guys see that cool zombie? So, cool. Thanks to Lux Panicotta for the follow. You'll see that we got one more down there on the meter, and you'll see that it added some time over there. Yes, the Santa Muerte deck has 3 extra major arcana. Thank you, Amiga. Oh, man. All right, Malak. I will use the comic book deck for you when it's your turn, because everyone said Santa Muerte first. So this says Mazo deck de 80 cartas, so a deck of 80 cards. 24 arcanas mayores, excuse me, so 24 major arcana, 56 arcanas menores. So there's 56 minor arcana cards, as there should be. It's printed in full color. It includes a manual book. So, here it is. What's the difference between the two decks? You know, to be honest with you, just the size. And the imagery, right? You get to see the images. So those are going to be different. But let me find these extra cards that are in the Santa Muerte one and set those aside. The Hermit, the Wheel, Strength. The Hanged Man. So death becomes La Santa Muerte in this. That's cool. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Aha. So there's just some different versions of the world, it looks like. Is that what it is? I found one extra card. Where's the other extra cards? Amiga, you said you have this desk before. Do you know what the extra cards are? Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Cool. More people joining in. This is cool. It's getting a big crowd here. Again, if you are watching on Twitch, make sure you smash that follow button. We're trying to get up to 200 followers before this stream is over. And every time you follow, it's going to add more time to the stream. So I'm trying to see which cards are extras. They're numbered. That makes it relatively easy for me to... They're so cool. They're beautiful cards. Oh, here we go. They were just stuck together. So there's the world and the other world. So I'm going to use the other world. I like it better. Oh, I see, though. But that one they associate with Saturn. So we'll use the one that's associated with the sun. Maybe we'll use that other one, those other ones for different types of divination is what I'm thinking. Cool. Well, obviously there's a brand new deck, so it merits quite a bit of shuffling, I would say, right? Right. Okay. So let's get shuffling. Welcome to everybody who's watching on every platform. And we'll get to reading, too. That's crazy. The cards smell like a Botanica. They were like sealed in plastic. I guess wherever they print them smells like a Botanica. So welcome, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, we're going to be rocking for... We're in no rush. For once, we're in no rush here. That's exciting. Well, these shuffle nicely. These shuffle real nicely. I was worried they were too stiff when I opened the deck, but no, beautiful. I mean, the real silky shuffle. The weight of the cards is really nice. Yeah, I'm really kind of into this. Yeah, it just smells like copal. It's pretty crazy how much these smells like a Botanica. Because, yeah, like, it was sealed in plastic for sure. You guys saw me open it. Cool. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure to smash that follow button. As we said, we're trying to hit that goal. Trying to get more followers the longer I do this. I am willing to do this for up to 24 hours, although I will have to get someone to bring me an energy drink. I have one backup, but it's not going to take me 24 hours. So, there we go. Teresa DeLoud now following me. You guys like that little zombie? I think he's cool. And that gives us some more time to keep going. I think this is a fun way to do it, right? Hey, Teresa, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining the channel. Hopefully you'll submit to a reading in a bit. I just want to make sure this is really well shuffled, you guys, because like I said, it's a brand new. And really, I would like to put it on her altar and suffumigate it before I divine with it. So, typically I will be using this deck for divination with the Santa Muerte. Maybe if we get a lull in the stream later, we'll fire up my remote cam, take it out to the temple, and do all that. And then I'll bring it back and divine. We could totally do that. We got time. It's cool. This is cool. I'm used to the Instagram timer, putting the pressure on me constantly. But shoot, 12 hours. That's plenty of time. Shout out to David Sorley joining us from Facebook. Welcome, David. Thanks for checking out the channel here. All right. Well, first, let's see if this deck thinks it's ready to be read from. Let's see what answer it gives to that question. Are you ready to be read from? Ace of Swords. This deck is extremely ready. Oh, the Princess of Swords. Still, this deck is ready. Okay. So who's going first? Who was my victim? Family First 81. You were my victim, I think. So do you have a question? You want a general reading? How are we doing this? You tell me. You tell me. Deck is ready. Shout out to Ebnoggin. So here's how we're going to do it. If you want... how can we do this? If you want a reading, y'all got to line up, obviously. We're going to do it in the order you claim it in the chat. So first will be Family First 81, who said, I will be the brave one, LOL. General reading, cool. And then if anyone in here wants to kind of be my admin, maybe help me keep track of this stuff, I will reward you handsomely once all is done. Cool, we got a nice line here. Well, let me make some room on my desk. I got time. I'm not used to having time, you guys. I'm not used to having time. Not used to having time without kids screaming or something. Cool. Well, I'll be honest with you. Oh yeah. Oh, it's Ebony. Hey, Ebony. What's up? Thank you for tuning in. Okay. I can't connect your guys' names to your usual. All right. So There we go. Get on the list. R. Schumacher, I see you. Shoemaker? Correct me if I say things wrong, you guys. I see you keeping that list. You will be rewarded for that. You will be rewarded for that. All right. I got this landrace Thai weed. Over here, wild Thai. I like the landrace weeds. We'll wake up. So this deck is new. As I said, for those of you just joining us, I just opened it here on stream. If anyone wants to give a follow, if you're watching on Twitch, I love seeing that little zombie dude run across the screen. It makes me very happy. It gives us great joy. So it wasn't imported from Thailand. The seeds were. It's pretty bland. But it should offer me, there it goes, a very cerebral, kind of uplifting, energetic high that'll keep me going in these wee hours. Which is one of the many options I have available for this massive event. Okay, first up, Family First 81 wants a general reading. I'll pray over the cards first, as is my custom. Usually, if you've gotten a reading with me, you know I pray to God. This is Santa Muerte deck. This is going to be a prayer to Santa Muerte because her deck. Our Santa Muerte will come for us all, kind and gentle be your kiss. When you come to end my life, may I be free of any regrets. Thank you for this day. One more beautiful day, so I may have it to live, love, and laugh my own way. Amen. Hail the Santissima, full of love and grace. Blessed by you are the forsaken and forgotten. Blessed by you are the abused and downtrodden. Hail the Santissima, who holds power over all. Bless us with your love now and at the moment of our death. Amen. Glory be holy death, blessed death, peaceful death. As you've been with me from the beginning, so are you with me now, and so will you be with me always. Amen. Santa Muerte, Holy Mother, I ask you to grant me clear vision, clear insight, and clear understanding, and clear explanation on behalf of these people for whom I read with your cards. Transmit to me a clear message. May it be understood clearly by me, and put in the words in my mouth to transmit that message clearly to those who are to receive it. Amen. All right, let me just light a candle on her altar real quick, and then it's go time. Cha-cha-cha. Special candle, special occasion. Whoop. Too much beeswax on there. Didn't want to burn. Boom. Hey, so if you guys made a Twitch account just to be here, there's a cool thing that should unlock pretty shortly, maybe even during this stream. Where if you are also an Amazon Prime member, you can subscribe to the stream for $0 with Amazon Prime, and it helps the stream out a lot. So we'll get there. Cross that bridge when we come to it. Right on. We got a candle lit over here. I got a fresh glass of water on the altar. First things first. Let's kick this sucker off. Ba-bum. And this is for Family First 81. It's a general reading. We're going to do a 5-card spread. I've been doing 3 cards on Instagram, but we're going to have fun here. I did not get to set up my second tarot cam, so I'm just going to hold them up. This is you. This is what's crossing you. This is what's crowning you. This is what supports you. This is what's behind you. And this is what's before you. Okay. So here's what I got for you. The card representing you, and this is actually fairly interesting. We can go deep into it. The card representing you is the 4 of Coins. Here they call it avarice. Traditionally, it shows a man seated holding his money. You know, the coins always represent the element of earth. They're stable. 4 is a very stable number. So this has something to do with the material, and the material not moving, the material being held. That's you. Comes from a position of somewhere between stability and stagnation, especially in terms of the material. And what they're telling us about is 5 of Wands. So the wands always have to do with action, etc. And the 5 of Wands speaking to competition, yeah? Not conflict, not cooperation, right in between there, competition, right? Because to compete, we sort of are agreeing to abide by the same rules, things like that. I'm seeing here a message definitely, therefore, about your material resources, your position vis-a-vis those material resources, and your intentions vis-a-vis those material resources. Now, Crowning you, Two of Cups, right? So Two of Cups, if you can't tell by the awesome picture here, a card of love, a card of attraction, a card of entanglement, a card of friendship as well. It's communion. The cups are our souls, and when two souls share with one another, that's communion. Beneath you right now, interestingly enough, the Five of Pentacles. So this is telling me that the Five of Pentacles is, again, so 4 stability, then 5 is turning, right? So as we progress from a very stable understanding that represents you, beneath you, in your unconscious, in the past, in what's underneath, where you would have support if it wasn't, is in fact the opposite, right? So this is all telling me about complicated issues with money, kind of originating in upbringing, family, childhood, basically. And now wanting to move on with life, wanting to connect with other people, relationship, family, etc. This old pattern with money it's causing an anchor, let's say. It's causing an anchor that's preventing new patterns from being formed as a second or moving aggressively. I have confirmation here because coming from the past is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is, the veteran, right? There's a traditional, the Rider-Waite-Smith depiction of the veteran shows him with his arms crossed, and he's got the bandage around his head and all the wands behind him, and he indicates even sometimes PTSD. So this could be telling me that you're from your family of origin, may have veterans or PTSD in it, but specifically because of that Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles things I've seen here, I'm going to actually say that this is just echoing that. This is telling us that there is a wound here. There's a deep wound, an intergenerational wound about money, wealth, material resources, about your, how do I want to put this? About what is appropriate. Okay, about what is appropriate for you to do or undertake in that regard. About what is reaching too far and what the consequences might be for that. Those are ideas that you have, that you came here with, that you inherited. They were from another time, another person, another place. They don't apply. They do not apply, but you are still holding on to them, okay? Now, I have good news for you, because for the outcome of this journey, I see the Six of Swords. I see victory for you, but victory comes with a slight cost, which is being a victor, which means there's a loser, right? And if you are afraid to act because you are scared to make someone else a loser, if you're afraid to act because you're scared to hurt someone else, you're going to be paralyzed. Your hands are going to be tied. And so the message I'm getting here, not necessarily in the cards, but it's what's coming to me, is that the message for you, I don't know who you are, Family First 81, so I wish I could call you by name. The message for you is that just because, or not just because, let me say that another way. It's true that people you love have been taken advantage of, and it has hurt them, and probably intergenerationally, it hurt you. It's true that in that situation, someone else gained from it. Okay? That said, just because you gain does not mean that you are hurting anyone or taking advantage of anyone. Just because you gain especially does not mean that you are hurting that ancestor, that loved one. In fact, to the contrary, when you gain, you restore the balance, you restore their dignity, and you set things right in your line. That's what I got for you. That's what the cards are telling me. That's everything I got here. So, with that said, Family First, tell me if that all made sense. I hope that all made sense. And our shoemake, you let me know who's next. Whew, I'm buzzing off of that Thai weed and that read. These cards, this is good. This is good stuff. This is good. This is fun times. Hey, I'm seeing cool Aries Checkmate subscribed on Twitch. Thank you very much, Aries. I see 19 of you. Oh, sorry, that was on YouTube. I see 19 of you watching on Twitch. Don't forget to smash that follow button. It's going to make the little zombie run across the screen. It's going to add more time to the timer, meaning I'll get to be able to do more readings here. And there it is. Thank you. So we got more time added to the timer, and it's going to help us hit our goal. Keep rocking. Family First 81, it made lots of sense. Good. Well, listen to me. Family First 81, this is going to be my last message for you, and then we're going to move on to the next. It is, when we see someone get hurt, especially someone we love, we become afraid of being a herder. Yeah? When we make those impressions, usually, we're very, 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 very young. And there's subtle things that we don't pick up on, right? That in our decision. And if we hold on to those decisions that we made when we were very young, we may be acting from a place that we didn't fully understand things. We may be choosing decisions and courses of actions from a way a child would choose them. Doesn't mean it's not a bad way, but it's not the best way we can with our resources, our skills, our intelligence that we have as adults. So that's kind of the lesson I have. Thank you, Family First 81. Thank you for the honor of letting me read for you. Whew! Also, thank you to Diviana577, Arterial 32, and Bronx Witch for tuning in, or for the follows. I know you guys saw the zombie run. I don't even know if I can change that. I don't know if I want to. I kind of like him. All right. So who do we got up next? Our Shoemake. You're my. Oh, House of Solomon. Thank you for the follow. You guys are going to keep me here for days. So every time, I don't know if you guys are putting it together, but every time someone follows, it adds 5 minutes here on that time left. Cool. Wow. Bronx Witch, thank you. Just here to show support. I love it. Well, chat it up. We got good people in here. You can do more than show support. But yes. All right. I just need to know who's next. In the meantime, I'm going to take my medicine. Also, by the way, guys, this is also an AMA. So ask me anything. So about me, about magic, about spirituality. Danny Chen, thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Welcome. Teresa, thanks for subscribing on YouTube. Awesome. I'm getting all this. Oh, you guys have figured out you can subscribe on 2 channels and keep adding time to it. Very clever. Very clever. I'm willing to work on that, though. Fair's fair. Fair's fair. So, yeah, it's, while we're waiting for... Okay, our Shoemake got the list posted already. Thank you. So, Amiga, you're up next. You said you wanted a general, dear? Just confirm that for me down below in the chat. And yeah, this isn't Ask Me Anything. You ask me anything about anything. I'll even discuss controversial topics. Amiga, your turn indeed. Go ahead and just give me your question or whatever query you have. I think you said you wanted a general. Just confirm it for me. Amiga, general, cool. Danny, cool. I see your question in there. Our Shoemake is maintaining our list here. Bronx Witch, that is awesome. I hope what I would like is to have everyone. This Twitch channel's obviously going to last more than these 12 hours, unless my head explodes from doing this, in which case you saw it here, folks. But presuming this Twitch channel lasts more than 12 hours, I think the awesomest thing in the world would be for everyone to be doing their workings and candles and altars while there's in the background. We're all connected here. We're all in a circle here. I love this. Cool. Shout out to Leslie Templos. Shout out to Tia Aura 33. Everyone on YouTube. You guys are just keeping that time stacking up. Alright, so general reading for Amiga is coming up. House of Solomon, I see that question. Do I prefer white wine or red wine? I'll be honest with you, right now I'm doing the keto thing, and so it's red wine only on keto. I don't know why. So right now I'm only drinking red wine. My drink, I'll give you a little more, is something called a calimocho. It's a Spanish thing, from Spain, where you mix red wine, cheap red wine, with cola, and I absolutely love it. It's my I could drink that only. That would be my favorite. I would drink only that if I could, but that would make me drunk. So I'm avoiding that. I do like white wine though. I do like spark. I like wine. I'll be honest. I like wine in general. I like, dry whites. I like sweet whites, sparkling whites. I like a Moscato d'Asti, like a nice, very effervescent, very sweet white. But also, like a German, the dry German table wine. I love that shit too. So, when we meet in person, we'll drink whatever wine you got. Okay. Now back to switching gears. Amigos, general reading. Again, I'm going to be doing these 5-card spreads for now. Yeah. Well, this card's just jumped right for you. Let's see what we got here. This is you. This is crossing you. This is crowning you. This is supporting you. This is behind you. This is before you. Oh ho ho. Okay. So this is you. 3 of Wands. You're on an adventure, right? This is talking about your spiritual journey. It's what it's telling us about. This is what's crossing you, the moon. You're in a period of reflection, confusion. Some things you thought were clear and easy are not as clear and easy as you thought. Things are complicated. Things that seemed right are maybe not so right. Things that seemed wrong are maybe not so wrong. And some things, it's hard to tell if they're right or wrong or what they are. Things that you thought would probably be easy and simple, you've discovered nothing's as easy and simple as you thought. And you're not sure where to trust. The moon, all the versions of the moon show us the 2 towers, yeah? The 2 towers are the 2 extremes, good and bad, right? But in the moon, the road winds between them. It goes between them. So we're not sure. It's uncertain. Similarly, we have these 2 figures. One's a dog, one's a wolf. These 2 canines. Whoop, 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 whoop. So we're not sure. We're not sure. Is it either? Is it both? It's confusing. Now, what you have on your mind, why you got into this, what this is about, this was supposed to be fun. This was supposed to be community, joyous, connecting with people. And what's supporting you in this journey is the Knight of Cups. You have a faithful ancestor here who's kind of inspiring and guiding this. The thing is, what's required for your journey? Okay, and we're going to throw some more cards on this because this is worthy of exploration. What's required for your journey is this movement. From this 4 of Pentacles, we saw it before. Before it meant stability or holding on to money. In this case, it is just that true elemental. The number 4 being stable, the element of earth being stable, and that being interlocked, and the idea that things are stable, there is a way of things that can be understood, that it is real. But coming ahead, you have the Tower. The collapse. Look, just as 4 and 4, 4 and 4, right? Because earth, this is 4 of coins. The number of earth is 4. The number of the coins in the picture is 4. So we interlock the 4 and 4, and we make all the bricks, the squares. And here comes the Tower getting knocked down. All the bricks. Good news, bad news situation. And frankly, the good news greatly outweighs the bad news. And in fact, we should probably call it good news, scary news situation. If that's fair, okay? So the good news, scary news situation is this. The scary news first. Much of what you hold true and believe, much of what you cling to, needs to be destroyed, will be destroyed. Like, there's no way to stop it. The good news, and I'll switch back and forth. The good news is, this is the spiritual journey. Anyone who's sold you on the love and light shit, they sold you a bill of goods, as they say. It's a scam. This is the spiritual journey. It's not a circle. Because it seems like it goes like that, right? It'll seem like it goes good, happiness, abundance, manifestation. Oh no, darkness, regret, things falling apart, I don't know who I am anymore, and then it comes back around and I'm coming back together, and goodness and manifestation and happiness and abundance, and who the fuck am I? I doubt myself. I have to let something go, right? It's a circle, right? It's not a circle. From this direction, it's a circle. What you can't see is that it's a screw, right? If we look from this direction, it's a screw. You're always on another level. When you repeat it, when you go through the cycle again, you're going through another level. Your journey's going to have it again and again and again and again and again. That's the journey. That's the process. That is what you signed up for if you walk on this road. And good news is if you don't want to, you don't have to. But it's not the party. It's not the party. Sometimes it is. When it gets to the top part, it is. Right? But it's also the funeral. Your funeral. Again and again, 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 again. Whew. Thank you. That was a big message. I hope that makes a ton of sense to you. And, I'll be here for 11 hours and 55 minutes because you guys keep signing up for this thing. So, fuck. If you have follow-ups, feel free to ask. Shout out to everyone who's joined. Rev Tracy, thank you for the follow. Nessimac13, thank you for the follow. Nessimac, it looks like you just joined us right here on Twitch. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for joining our community. And our Shoemake is handling the list in the chat. Now, here's the deal. Our Shoemake, I don't know. Can you see when the YouTubers are talking? I have a little app on here. I'll make it bigger so you can see it. I'll put the unified chat on screen. See, like YouTubers are talking, and I don't know if that is showing up for you. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that, so that you can add the YouTubers to the list. I know. Here we go. So there's like kind of a running chat over here. You guys see that? Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change some settings just so we can keep more of that chat box going. Cool. And then we'll keep it moving. We got time. Cool. Where's my chat settings here? Always show messages. Cool. So the only thing is that reset the chat. So if you're watching from YouTube, if you're joining us from YouTube right now, you may need to request to be on the list again. But he's got you now. Now he's going to see you. I fixed my thing. We're going to be good. Cool. All right. The chat box is working. Yes. All right. Cool. We got another Twitch follower. Thank you for the follow. We're going strong. I'm going to take some more rips of this Thai Landrace. And who's up next? Who is up next? I'm not sure. Tozo G Can't Die. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Gata Negra's up next. Cool. Awesome. Let's do this. Gata Negra. You wanted a general. Am I correct on that? Lola Rod 77, thank you for the follow. General for Gata Negra. Okay. Hey, by the way, if anyone explicitly does not want to be read from the Santa Muerte deck because you have some reason for that, then just say it, and it's not a problem. I have the other deck, okay? Why would someone not want that? If you don't know that, then don't worry about it. That's what I will say. Our Shoemake, you're doing yeoman's work here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Yeah, everyone give it up to our Shoemake for holding this thing down. This would be a complete mess. This would be a complete mess. All right, cool. Oh, well, an ombudsman in the Navy makes you extremely well qualified for this, actually. This is... Dang. I am not prior Navy, but I'm prior nothing. Prior and continuing civilian, but thank you for thank you for your service here, bro. This is amazing. Oh, yeoman is a Navy job title. That's interesting. Ha! That's funny. Well, then, that's just the whisperings. And I apologize if that was an insult. If I inadvertently demoted you there, I did not mean to do that, bro. Cool. Gata Negra is up for a general reading. Okay. Here we go. Esmeralda, thank you for the YouTube subscription. Okay. All right, listen. If I say some stuff that's like supposed to be hush hush, that's not my fault, okay? Or you can tell me now that you don't want me to do that, okay? All right. This is amazing. Shout out to Presh Pandey, who's joining us on Facebook, our first Facebook follower at the moment. This is quite a reading you have, dear. First of all, oops, just adjusting our layout here. So we don't. There we go. Cool. All right. You're about to have quite the come up. You've been working on quite the come up. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. The long-term project, especially the collaborative one, okay, is a big yes. It's a big yes. Okay? Here I have... Oh, sorry. I was going to tell you the cards. You know the cards, I should tell you. I got 3 of Pentacles crossed with the Empress. Okay? This is the situation for you. Whatever this collaborative project you've got going on, absolutely proceed. Crowned by what? The Queen of Cups. Supported 6 of Cups. Okay? This is a creative project that, or collaborative project, excuse me, that you're intimidated is not the word. It makes you feel like you did when it's a type of intimidation of a child, where it just seems bigger than you. Don't be afraid, okay? Look, in the past, 10 of Swords. Yes, people have betrayed you before. In the future, though, the Sun. Right? The outcome on this is phenomenal. 3 of Pentacles crossed with the Empress, crowned with Queen of Cups, and the Sun ahead of you. This is a sure thing. This is a sure thing. Do you know what project I'm talking about? Because I will pull more cards if I have to. Because whatever this is a big thing. I'm gonna drink energy. There's several. I know. Well, okay, so collaborative project, meaning you're working with other people. Addition to the fact that it's collaborative project, it's going to be the one that triggers you the most, that you have the most fears of. You may have done something in the past or attempted something like this in the past before, but betrayal, jealousy, all that stuff may have undermined it. You may have gotten stabbed in the back afterwards. There's backstabbing involved in the past. So you tell me if you know which project that is, Gata. If not, I will pull more clarification. I know that dead air is a bad thing, but I don't know if the sound of me drinking is better. What do you guys think? Because I'm going to drink now. Gata Negra, I'm waiting on you. This is your reading, my dear. Dead air is worse than me drinking. Can you ask if it's family oriented? I don't see. Well, now that's interesting. It sure could be. And I'll tell you why, because I have this 6 of Cups, the little girl, and the Queen of Cups on top. It sure could be. Let me pull some card and get more. If we get a cup, then the answer is yes. If we get something else, then we'll see what the answer is. No, 8 of Swords. I don't want to blow up your spot. Are you working on a candle thing? Something to do with fire, cooking? I like I might do... Okay, so you did a candle thing before. How did that work? I see Presh Pandey on Facebook seems to be confused here. This is a reading for a specific person. If you want to get a reading, you need to get on the list, ask for what you want a reading of. You will be put on the list, and you will get your reading in your time. I'm reading for Gata Negra right now. So you did a candle thing before, Okay. There is a collaborative candle project out there. Aha! You worked a candle for a year for a specific goal. Was it like a business goal? Yeah, dude. Nine of Pentacles now. Abundance. There's some money looking for you right now. Okay, whatever that specific goal was, have you accomplished that goal yet? Knight of Wands. Four of Swords. Not yet. Okay. Who are you working with on that project? Who, like human, not spirit. Who's your collaborator, your human collaborator on that project? Bronxwood, should I do some ASMR? I've always wanted to do ASMR. I watch it every night. I like for like 2.5 hours. I can't not. Man, this is my chance. Maybe when we get into the late night. After the stream ends, I'll just ASMR everyone to sleep. You do not have a collaborator on this project. This is what you need. This is what... Okay. You can... A sponsor's not going to do this. You're going to need a partner. This is a collaborative project, and I think you need more than one. You're going to need someone who not only has the money to do it, but someone who has the skills that you lack. So it's going to take an honest assessment of you and your skills and the skills you lack. This does not mean pass the shit work off to someone else. That's not going to fly. This is going to be someone who's equal to you in it. Again, possibly up to 2 other people. But there's a lot. There is a big opportunity waiting for you. It couldn't be more clear. A lot of money. Also, I will say, one of those people may be someone that you had, maybe not a complete like conflict, but maybe like a falling out or a distancing or a how do I want to call it, a separation from in the past, and you need to. One of these people may require burying the hatchet with someone to make this work. So search your network. Think of the people you can trust. And again, the one thing that stands out is in the past, this 10 of Swords, right? Betrayal in the past, that was in the past. The whole world has changed since then. I mean, look, right? Anything pre-pandemic, at least take a fresh look at, okay? If you say you hope it's not who you think it is, trust your gut, trust your spirits. Don't go running into your enemy's arms. Don't let me mistake you here or mislead you. But this time has changed. The world has changed. People have changed. So we'll see. Right? Thank you. Looks like we got some new. I see Lola Loves Coffee subscribed on YouTube. Thank you. Phyllis Glenn following on Facebook. Thank you. And X-Die Trying. Thanks for the Twitch follow. The Twitch followers are the ones that really count. That's what adds time, gets the zombie, and helps me hit this meter down here. I don't know if you can... That one? That's what makes Moses happy right there. Because that, I'll be honest with you, that's what lets me open up subs. That's what lets me do all kinds of cool stuff. Apparently there's some way to donate, guys. I don't know. And Arterial 32, it looks like you're up next. I'm going to just make sure I know how to get the donations going. If in case anyone wants to donate, it is certainly not required or expected by any means whatsoever. MEX3, thank you for the follow. The jar. This looks like a donation thing. Let's add the jar. But I don't think you guys can donate through it. I don't know. Anyone who's familiar with Twitch? I know some of you folks are... This is my first stream, right? So some of you guys know way more about this than me. Do me a favor. Help these people find how to tip. If you tip, I'll make sure it adds more time. Oh, cool. Lotus Flower Bomb. Obatala 19. Thank you both. Thank you both for the follows. Arterial 32. What are we doing for you? Specific question? Or is it... Oh, Lola Loves Coffee. Doubling up. That's cool. I am using Streamlabs Gata Negra. Wow. I am using Streamlabs for the first time. I'm running XSplit through Streamlabs. Tozo G. That's awesome. Thanks. I'll see you later. Danny, I believe your inquiry is on the list. Arterial, you're getting a general reading. Cool. So this is a reading for Arterial 32. I did set up that donation page on Streamlabs. I don't know how to give it to you guys. If you're willing to do a little research on that, I will reward you appropriately. But right now, I need to focus for Arterial 32. Who wants a general reading? All right, Arterial, here's what we got. Arterial, I don't know who you are, but well done. Oh, I'm gonna get a little more info. Okay. Okay. Okay, here's the deal. I don't know if you saw the turning point in my face. I don't know how familiar you are with the tarot, so you'd let me know that, actually. That'll help me to know how much I need to fill in and how much I can just be like, boom, this card, boom, that card, and have that be significant. But I'll start. This represents you, the Chariot. In this deck, the Altar. The Chariot is, ironically, though it's a chariot, it has wheels. It's stable. It's a fence. Speaks of fortified position. Very strong. Crossing you. Nine of Cups. Abundance. Fantastic. You're in a strong position. You've got, and not necessarily, by the way, material abundance. There's a great deal of satisfaction. The cups are always emotional. They're spiritual. Crowning you, the Emperor. Your personal development is forefront, and it has accumulated. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like the past year, like some people quarantine's been shit for. It looks like the past year, quarantine year, has been really good for you. You've progressed in your own path considerably. It's been a year of development for you. Seems like you even have some savings. Four Pentacles supporting you. Why I said that about quarantine, all that, is in the past I have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the change of things is what brought us to this. In the future, however, the Tower. It seems like there may be an impending interruption, right? And so now the Tower tells us one of two things. One, it can speak of like sudden, extreme material misfortune. Fucking bad luck. House burns down, car accident, shit like that. God willing, that's not it. In the context of this, I don't think it's it. But it's because it's such a contrast to the Chariot. It is that same amount of stability being disrupted suddenly. Yeah, Youch is right. Now, I want you to know that this is the next step in the journey, and that's why I said I need to pull some more cards here and see what the fuck we got going on, right? Why is this the next step in the journey? Look. Next is strength. Your reaction, your natural reaction to that loss, to that tragedy, to that collapse, to that frustration is what you need. That's the next lesson you're going to learn. You're going to learn to overcome the lion. Okay? With peace. Internally. Those resources. How I'm confirming this? Because next is not only is it the Three of Pentacles, the card of collaboration, the card of working together, to build what? A tower. So, which was just knocked down. So what this is telling me is that, and this is very apropos to the meaning of the chariot. Okay, the chariot. I posted something the other day on the Instagram about this. How the walls we build to keep others out also keep us in. They're also our prison. As the monk said, if you wanted to keep yourself really safe, you could lock yourself in a safe. But then you're locked in a safe, right? The impending, and I'm not talking about tragic hardship. It doesn't, in the context of this, it's a very positive reading overall. But the impending challenge, obstacle, interruption is to teach you how you react to that, okay? And then how you seek help from others to help you repair it. That's lesson number 2, okay? With that, 2 things. Let me ask now. Are you in a relationship or you're single? I'm getting the sense that you're single now, but I could be wrong. Because it means if you're in a relationship, then it's very directly related to your partner. Otherwise, you got somebody's out there for you right now. And I'll explain all that why. But this is the victory for you. Okay? 6 of Swords is interesting. It is a victory. It's not a dead guy. It's not a dead guy and a guy who won. It's a defeated guy and a guy who won, right? The victory is, okay, you're in a relationship. Your partner is there to help you. Your partner is there to help you in this, and getting through this together would be good grounds to advance that relationship. How do I know this? Remember, crowning you, your journey right now, the Emperor. Who do I have here right at the end? The Empress. Right? Put it this way. Remember who's on your team. Even when it feels like you're the only one on your own team, there are people on your team. You just gotta pass the ball. Okay? Asking for and receiving that support, especially the vulnerability that's required for that support, that's a lesson on you that's going to provoke a lesson from them. Does that make sense? Progressing the relationship, growing the relationship is part and parcel of individual growth. And vice versa. And individual growth is part and parcel of growing the relationship. It's like 2 bean stalks twirling around each other. They both have to grow, and they both have to hold on. At each level, they have an apart and they have a reconcile, and they twist together. I wish I had longer fingers that I could twist around more, but you see what I'm doing. It comes again, and it twists together, and it separates apart. And eventually, if you're growing them from the ground, they do that. But when they get up here, they don't separate anymore. On the ground, they're separated. They have the big loops. But once they entwine, they very tight. So that's what you got. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, all right. Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bean grower. Jeez. Our shoemaker's up, right? Cool. There's a YouTube list. Our shoemaker, do me a favor before I go in on you, bro. Confirm that you have everyone on your YouTube list copied over. Okay? Arterial, if you want to ask follow-ups, think on it. I'm going to be here apparently for 11 hours and 54 minutes. You guys are kind of diabolical. We've added a whole hour already. But obviously I set it up for this. Thank you to Jerome Swanson for the YouTube sub. Again, if you're watching on Twitch, our shoemaker, you can. Okay, so if you look on the stream, like over here, buddy, boop, doop, and then down there, Ethereal Goddess just posted YouTube list. I think you can see that. You should be able to see that on Twitch. Confirm if you can see that. Yes. So again, if you're watching on Twitch, make sure to smash that follow button. This is my follow fest, my follow-thon. It's not a subathon yet because I can't get subs. So, also, our shoemaker, if you watch that chat over there, the on-screen chat, what YouTubers say is coming up in there. So you can just build a list off of there. Well, don't worry about that. Right now, you're here for your reading. I got to take my medicine a little. We'll do a little chit-chat. Anyone have any AMA questions? I like breaking it up. To me, that's easy. House of Solomon, the wine question was phenomenal. Our shoemaker, and I don't mean to draw it out, but I really want to be able to focus for you because you're really doing your thing. I appreciate your work here a very great deal. You're holding this whole thing together. So the wine question was great. I like the AMA questions, personal or if you got questions about magic or conjure or tarot or Bible or I don't know, any of the things, knives, guns. Am I a Twitch affiliate? I am not yet, Gata. That's the goal of this, right? I have needed to have 3 concurrent viewers. I now have 28. I have needed to hit, I think I need to hit 50 subs. I think 10 more subs. And then I'll be good. Am I going to upload my music to YouTube? Probably not, to be real. But I will probably realistically record some new music. House of Solomon, are you planning on taking me out to dinner? You want to know how I take my steak medium rare, and usually if I cook it myself, which is what I usually do, it's salt and pepper on a skillet. It's like I like the outside crispy. Oh, let's see. Okay, Gata Negra. I can try donations a different way. You tell me what's up with that. If you help me figure, I don't even know how to figure that out. But you help me figure that out. Again, I assure you, I will reward you, and I'm an honorable man. Spotify self-published my old music. I recorded it so long ago, and it's a little off-color. Words I used in 15 years ago in New Jersey that I'm not proud to use anymore. I wouldn't use anymore. I have developed a lot, so I don't necessarily want to imbue that into history in the record. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll beep some stuff out. Cool. I have the question from our shoemake, which is what I'm waiting on here. Gata suggests, okay, Venmo, Cash App, etc. All right, if y'all want to donate, smash the I don't know, my PayPal. It's paypal.me/Hoodoo Moses. Maybe I'll put it on the screen later. If someone else can find it, someone else find it. You guys know. I wish I could be in this for the money, but I can't bring myself to. But hopefully Twitch is a way to win-win on that. That's the plan. And 10 more follows, and we're on track for that. So tell a friend and tell a friend. I'm doing this for 11 hours and 49 minutes at least. So as for what kind of music, hip-hop, I'll spit a verse. I will definitely spit a verse. My Twitch About page. Okay, cool. So when I take a break, and maybe later, I'll do it. Teresa, you want me to talk about the Archangel Michael? All right, here's the order of operations. Here's what I'm going to do. Our shoemaker's been a champ who's been holding this all together and ensuring that we have a list to work from. So I'm going to give this man his reading. He asked a very specific question. He deserves my full and most thoughtful response. After that, I will jabber about the Archangel Michael. Like, I will just talk about the Archangel Michael while I try to set up a donation thing on my Twitch About page. And it's going to be a challenge because it's definitely going to be walking and chewing gum at the same time. So that's that. Also, hip-hop. I was a rapper, for if I didn't say that out loud. Okay. Our shoemake wants to know, asks, I have a difficult time in my head with always imagining different lives. Like I think about different careers and I imagine which would fulfill me most, but I'm lost in it. So I can't give you, I can't give you. I will help guide you now as to which life. Do you want to tell me any of the lives that are on the table for you right now? Or you want me to just go right from what cards have to say? Up to you. You may decide, sir. Oh, and the YouTube comments are here. There's going to pop up in the list here. You can't see here who they're from, but like Cheryl O, who just said good afternoon, and good afternoon to you, Cheryl O. She's on YouTube, not on Twitch. So just right there. What else did I see here that I wanted to comment on? Oh, EB Noggin. And I know you told me who it was, and I know it wasn't EB Noggin, but now I can't remember. Thank you for the Twitch follow. I saw the zombie. So cool. 9 more Twitch follows, and we can get that going. Right now, our shoemaker. Okay, so you so there's either the veterinary course, pilot, and then going to school to help rescue trafficked children is both very noble, very specific. It is far more specific than the others, and it sounds pretty big. And I have a feeling that you already know that it's probably answer number 3. But we'll make sure that the cards agree. Cool. All right, I'm gonna just be quiet. I don't think I need to pull more cards. I think we have our answer. Well, and I'll tell you the cards I like. You'll see why I laughed at the end. So, this is the card for you right now, the Empress. The Empress is comfortable. You're comfortable. Right? Things are cool. But what's crossing you? 9 of Swords. Anxieties. In 2 ways. On the one hand, there's the fear of losing what you have. On the other hand, there's the fear that you're not going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. On your mind, supporting you, crowning you, the Hanged Man. This is a journey interrupted for you. And that's where your mind is. Supporting you, though, the Hierophant. There are mentors and teachers that have guided you this far. They may be, they actually very well may be from the military. Specifically because the Hierophant represents an office that someone held before and someone will hold after, much like a rank, something like that, right? And it is someone who maybe held your rank before, type thing, has been in this place before. The resource is definitely out there for you. In the past, done a lot of hard work. 10 of Wands. Okay, you've carried a heavy load. In the future, though, and I don't have to explain this. If you want to know if you're supposed to be saving kids, yeah. I'm going to say that's a hard yes. It doesn't, and I'm going to address specifically this concern. It is not throwing away what you've done. You build your future on your past. That's not necessarily true for everyone. Everybody who got the tower and shit, that's not necessarily true. For you, you build your future on the past. Two of Swords. So actually, it might have been a peer or friend, maybe not someone of a higher rank. Maybe someone who co-rank. King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. Seven of Pentacles. Patient cultivation. So, all the more so, and thank you for sharing that publicly, man. Not only is it important for your healing process, but, it takes courage. You carry that with you, right? That's it. This dude's carrying, I don't know if the light's causing glare. The dude's carrying the heavy bundle. That's right across. Those are directly across. That's directly across from the kid. Like that's who's walking to go save the kid. Yeah. You carry that with you. Something that my friend Ed told me. I believe you follow me through Ed probably. Something Ed told me is that when he was speaking specifically about taking lives in combat, but in general, when we go through those extreme traumas, it's not that we get something to carry. We carry something negative. We carry a hole. It's an amputation. And the truth is, you cannot ever put what was amputated back. And if you try to use like a plastic hand, it's not going to work like your hand did. It's not going to look like your hand did. So you can't grow back what was amputated specifically. But look what's saving the little girl. Look at the hand, right? Sometimes, and what we can practice and what we can cultivate and what we can develop is to let other people fill that space. And that's kind of how it ends up being, you know? And we save ourselves a little bit every time we save someone. I mean, if I'm being really real, there's a big audience to do that with, but what the hell? A lot of strangers too. I mean, why do I do this? I'm saving myself every bit of advice I give, right? This is all wisdom that I have either suffered through or will suffer through or what have you. So, in the holes, that gives us space for other people, and that's... I never want to say it's a reason for wounds. It doesn't justify wounds. It doesn't make it... Because then you get to this fucked up thing where, like, why would the universe hurt me to save other people? Why does it just not hurt anybody? Why do we both have to get hurt? Because the truth is, we all get hurt. We all have suffering. We all suffer, not in the same way, not in the same extremes. And the degree to which we can accept our wounds and work from our wounds. There's a story in Zhuangzi. If I have it close, I will read it. And if I don't have it over on this bookshelf, I will... Where the heck is it? I just had it. It's not on that bookshelf. I thought I just saw it. Nope. Well, I'll paraphrase it. There's a story about a hunchback. And his navel is over his ear, and he's all bent over, and he's totally bent over. And someone sees him walking along his way, and they feel sorry for him. And they say, well, why should you feel sorry? He says, why should you feel sorry for me? I make a living folding clothes, and I don't have to hurt my back. I have a side job sweeping the floor, and everything's in easy reach for me. When the war comes and they need men for the army, nobody chooses me. When there's abundance in the kingdom and they give charity, I always get the most. Why would you feel bad for me? Because his weakness, his lack, his wounds, he learned to use. He learned to make the use of that. What our wounds make certain things easier for us that are harder for other people, right? Like him folding the laundry, sweeping the floor. That was a terrible paraphrase, by the way. And hopefully by the end of this stream, I'll find the book on my shelf and actually read you the real one. But our wounds make certain things easier for us that are harder for other people. And when we can work with those wounds, especially in addressing the same situation that caused the wound, that's major healing. Does that make sense? Man, I really wish I could read you the book in real quote. It's kind of a bummer. I did a bad job of it. It's one of the most profound quotes in. It's one of the most profound quotes in all of spiritual. Aha! I already got the book out. Yes. Hold on. I'll read you the real quote. We'll take a moment though. Here we go. I'll read this, and then I think I was supposed to update my Twitch profile while I talk about the Archangel Michael. Here you go. I'll tell. This is the real story. I mean, this is the actual story from the book from Shuangzi. The book's interesting because it has a lot of variants of the same story, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, like that. This is just one of them. All right, there's another translation that's really, really good. I have it on Audible. Maybe I can play it on stream later. But anyway, 4 people were talking together. Their names were Tsusu, Tsuyu, Tsuli, and Tsulai. They said among themselves, "Who has nothingness for a head, life for a spine, and death for a tail? Who knows the unity of death and life, of existence and nothingness? I would be the companion of such a person." The 4 looked at each other and smiled. They had no discord in mind, so they became friends. Suddenly, Tsuyu got sick, and Tsusu went to ask after him. Tsuyu said, "How great is the Creator! How cramped it has made me! I am twisted and hunchbacked. My spine is sticking out. My internal organs are on top. My chin is buried in my navel. My shoulders are higher than the crown of my head. My top knot points toward the sky, and my yin and yang energies are all jumbled up. My mind, however, is free from concern." Then, limping over to a well to look at himself in the mirror-like surface of the water, he said, "Oh, how cramped the Creator has made me." Tsusu asked, "Do you hate it?" Tsuyu replied, "Why should I hate it? If it should come to pass that my left arm were to turn into a rooster, I would use it to find out when the sun is rising. If it should turn my right arm into an arrow, I will use it to hunt game. If it turns my buttocks into wheels and my spirit into a horse, I'll use them to ride and have no more need for a car. Furthermore, gain is a matter of timing. Loss is a matter of acceptance. If you adapt to the times and live in accord, then sadness and happiness cannot get in. This is what the ancients called a release from hang-ups. As for those who cannot release themselves, release from hang-ups." Sorry, I lost my line here. I just remembered that guy was sitting up there. "As for those who cannot release themselves, people and things bind them. Moreover, people have never been able to overcome nature, so why should I hate it?" Then, suddenly, Zulai got sick. Gasping for breath, he hovered on the brink of death, his wife and children surrounding him weeping. Tsuli went to call on him and scolded his family, telling them to clear out and not be afraid of change. Leaning against the door to keep them out, he said to Tsulai, How great is the Creator? What is it going to do with you? Where is it going to take you? Is it going to make you into a rat's liver or into an insect's arm? Zulai said, when parents give directions to their children, they are obeyed. When the power of yin-yang over people is even greater than that of parents over children. If they bring my death near, and I do not pay heed, then I am being disobedient. What fault of it is theirs? The great mass carries me with form, belabors me with life, relaxes me with old age, and puts me to rest with death. What makes my life good is also what makes my death good. Now, if a smith were casting metal, and the metal were to leap up and declare that it wanted to be a fine sword, the smith would surely consider it an ominous piece of metal. Now, when one happens to be in a human form, if one were to insist on only being a human, the Creator would surely consider one an ominous person. Now, if you consider the universe as a great forge, and the Creator as a great smith, what could happen that would not be all right? I go to sleep relaxed and perk up when I wake. So this is Zhuangzi. I will drop the name. Someone asked in chat what that's called. I can't actually chat into multi-stream, so I'm going to drop it in the Twitch chat. Hopefully it shows up in multi-stream. Zhuangzi. There you go. And there are many, many different translations. This is a Robert Cleary translation. It's kind of the first English one. I don't love it, to be completely honest with you. Hexica, thank you for the follow a minute ago. You snuck in there. And MMD70, you snuck in there 12 minutes ago. It's not my favorite translation. There is one. I can't remember who's the translator. I have it on Audible. That one's very, very, very good. I will find it. Because you should know about it. Because you should have the best available to you. Translation, also, there's so much that comes from reading multiple translations. I have probably, of Dao De Jing and Zhuangzi, I have, I don't know, 3 or 4 translations of each. So, the really good translation, they spell it a little different. Excuse me, I'll type it in the chat here. So they spell it Zhuangzi, Tsu. And this translation is by Jia Fu Feng and Jane English. And the performance of this particular one that's available on Audible is really good. So if you have an opportunity, I recommend that. But yeah, I mean, you'll also see it spelled like this: Zhuangzi, like this. So that's kind of the different ways that's spelled. Sorry, we went down a little Taoism rabbit hole there, our shoemaker. I hope that all makes sense to you in context, bro. I hope you kind of see what I'm talking about here, as far as on the one. Okay, cool, awesome, excellent, dude. Because you're again doing excellent work here. I got to be honest. I have not watched a lot of Twitch before I decided that this is where I needed to be, and all the way already it's proving that seems correct, right? This is way better than the gram, but I got to be honest with you guys. Oh, Danny, they have a version of Dao De Jing. I did not know that. Cool. Thank you for telling me that. Let me put back the multi-stream chat. Cool. Yeah, their translation is very good. I like the Clearer translation, but a lot of the early translations in the 1970s and stuff, they were very focused on bringing out this sort of the beauty of the English language when they made the translation, and they were willing to make trade-offs or sacrifices to make that a priority, versus, I mean, as more actual Chinese scholars started translating to English, as in this translation, the focus on the nuance and levels of meaning in the Chinese became much more priority. And so you get these much more rich translations in the more modern This is a very modern translation. Cool. Hey, thanks to everyone who's been chilling, keeping me doing this thing. It's how deep are we in this? Okay, sweet. We've had no new follows for a while, so we're actually burning down the clock. That's good news. I'll read more Zhuangzi All day. I'll find the... Oh, can I read the butcher story? Okay. Ebnoggin's next. Ebnoggin, remind me who you are, because you... Oh, it's Ebony Hodge. Now I remember it. There you go. I'm going to read the butcher story. I'm going to read a good version of the butcher story, though. Because the Cleary's translation of the butcher story is not exceptional. It's okay. Let's see. Dao De Ching Butcher. Oh, not Dao De Ching. Chuangzi. Oh, here we go. I think that's a decent one. Chuangzi Butcher. Oh, this one has 2 translations. Cool. So one of these is going to be the one. Okay, this one's not bad. Burton Watson, 64. Let's see how Sam Hamill's is. Let's see which one I like better. Okay. Ting the cook was cutting meat from the bones of an ox for Lord Wenhui. His hands danced as his shoulders turned the step of his foot and bending of the knee. With a shush and a hush, the blade sang, following his lead, never missing a note. Ting and his blade moved as though dancing to the mulberry grove, or as conducting the Qing Shu with a full orchestra. Lord Wenhui exclaimed, "What a joy! It's good, is it not, that such a simple craft can be so elevated?" Ting laid aside his knife. "All your servant cares about is the way. If I find it in my craft, that's all. When I first started butchering oxen, I saw nothing but an ox. It took 3 years for me to see the whole ox. Now I go out to meet it with my whole spirit and don't think only about what meets the eye. Sensing and knowing stop. The spirit goes where it will, following the natural contours, revealing large cavities, leading the blade through openings, moving onward according to actual form, yet not touching the central arteries or tendons and ligaments, much less touching bone. A good cook needs sharpen his blade but once a year. He cuts cleanly. An awkward cook sharpens his knife every month, because he chops. I've used this knife of mine for 19 years, carving thousands of oxen. Still, the blade is as sharp as the first time it was lifted from the whetstone. At the joints there are spaces, and the edge of the blade has no thickness. Entering with no thickness where there is space, the blade may move freely where it will. There's plenty of room to move. Thus, after 19 years, my knife remains as sharp as it was that first day. Even so, there are difficult places, and when I see rough going ahead, my heart offers proper respect as I pause to look deeply into it. Then I work slowly, moving my blade with increasing subtlety until, clunk, meat falls apart like a crumbling clod of earth. I then raise my knife and assess my work until I'm fully satisfied. Then I give my knife a good cleaning and put it carefully away. Lord Wenhui said, "Excellent. I have heard the words of Cook Ting and learned the way to nurture life." So I always love that. The story of the chef is like my favorite. All right. Whew. Ebony, you're up next. Do you have a question, dear? Or do we want a general reading? That is my question to you. That's all I need to know. And then we can go. I like transitioning from reading to doing the AMA stuff, with just the flowing in and out. Oh man, we've been going for an hour and a half. Nice, general. All right. At some point, I might need to eat more food. I don't know that I ate enough food to make it through this whole thing. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But if anyone local's watching, probably work something out if you want to pick up some food and smokes or something. Alright, let's see what Ebony. Let's see what Ebony has to ask. And what the cards have for her in terms of a general reading. Could DoorDash this shit. We could do that. But then I gotta step away from Cam. And it would be cooler to just have someone walk in. I think I left the front door unlocked, so it would be cool to just have someone walk in on stream who's from stream. That would be dope. Alright, let's check it out. This is you. Queen of Wands. Crossing you, Queen of Cups. Ebony, things are looking good. They could always take a turn. Crowning you, 7 of Wands. Supporting you, 4 of Wands. Behind you, Knight of Cups. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. Before you, 2 of Wands. Lotus Flower Bomb. I'm gonna get an East Coast trip queued up. I like dinner. Ebony. Let's talk about what's going on. Big picture. Okay. So, big Queen energy in the center all around you. Queen of Wands, cross Queen of Cups. Crowning you, 7 of Wands. Fending off. I'm getting the feeling these are bills that you need to fend off. Something coming after you. Something administrative bills, court letter, something like that. Supporting you is 4 of Wands. You've got a good routine going now. That's leading you towards progress. The slow movement is behind you. Things are about to pick up, is what they're telling me. I'm looking for specifics, and I'm not getting many. I'm getting the sense that things are going to pick up. It's time to start making plans for this period that is going to pick up, and that this period that's going to pick up is it's a period of discernment and balancing. Discernment within yourself. It's setting boundaries. It's saying no. It is balancing your material responsibilities. Okay? Again, this sense of surrounded. I have 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords. Talk to me. At this point, Ebony, let's talk. What is this surrounding the threats from every angle? You can't get away from. It doesn't feel like people. Again, I want to say bills or responsibilities or I'm seeing like paper shit and things in envelopes. I want to say you're trying to buy a house. Cool. So is it like, are these offers that are all over the place? But it seems like you're fending them off. Are these counter offers that are all coming after? You're getting outbid and stuff like that. Fixing your credit. Okay. Well, that I have right here. Right. That's this. Right. The work. You're gonna want to keep fixing your credit. Keep putting in the work to fix your credit, but be smart. Okay. That's this. Okay. This is about making decisions. 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles and Judgment. Sorry, these cards are in Spanish, so I have to think through Spanish to English. And in Spanish is definitely not. I'm not even fluent. So there's something that needs to be like a frank assessment in terms of your spending habits and your budgeting. Okay, I'm gonna be really real because I know you're here because you know that I'm really real, right? You gotta be extremely honest with yourself about what is optional and what is not optional in terms of your spending. Okay, food is not optional. Specific food is optional. Clothes are basically totally optional. Okay? You got to be really, really, really careful. And then every single penny that you don't spend, pay down your debt. Okay? Also, of course, your savings need to be up. All that stuff. You're buying a house. You're grown up. You know how to do that shit. Does DoorDash bring nicotine, by the way? Whoever suggested DoorDash, because I'm kind of Nick fitting here. Maybe I'll bring you guys outside and we'll do some outside chat. But Ebony, sorry, I'm all over the place. Caffeine's going strong. Judgment. What does judgment mean when we see the tarot? Judgment is the Hebrew letter shin. Shin is teeth. Shinaim. Teeth. What do teeth do? Teeth break something open and they reveal the essence and they separate the part that's going to basically turn into shit from the part that nourishes you. Okay? That's what we see when judgment. That's why we see the rising from the grave, because only the faithful rise from the grave. Right? That's the ultimate, the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. We see Rider-Waite Smith, we see all the bodies coming up, right? So it's that moment where call, right? This is the moment. This is the rapture. If you're really faithful, you rise. If you're not, you're stuck in the ground. So that's what that means, right? There's no bullshitting yourself anymore. There's no justification. If you justify, you will be judged, right? Judgment. You got to be really, really, really honest with yourself. Two of Pentacles. I love that she's blindfolded in this. Fantastic. Right? Two of Pentacles speaks to us about a juggling act, a balancing act. You're going to have to make some maneuvers. You're going to have to take on some, not pain or suffering, but you're going to have to take on some discomfort if you want to make this progress in the way you want to. You need to categorically, and both look 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands. Surrounded by swords, surrounded by sticks. Right? If you want to fend off all these threats, all these debts, all these different things, you have to do it in an ordered way, right? So if I'm just going to give, I don't give financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, and if you want financial advice, you should speak to a qualified financial advisor who's duly licensed. And so I hope whatever authorities get people in trouble for giving financial advice see that part. But if it was me, if I was in your shoes, I would be putting myself on a very tight budget. Like, really what you want to do, analyze your spending over the past 3 months. Divide that by 3. That's your monthly spending. Credit card, debit cards, all the money going out, add that up, divided by 3, that's your monthly spending. Okay? Reduce that. By how much? Shit, if you want to get crazy, 50%. That's your new budget. That's your new budget. You got to do a month like that. And then everything, And you can get in a cycle, too, when it's your partner there, Ebony, because I know how that goes, right? Because they bought themselves something. Why am I here with nothing? I'm fucking putting in the work. I should have something, too. You have to have that real talk. No matter how uncomfortable it is, you have to have that real talk. If you want to buy a house and the time to strike is coming, right? I don't know if you're watching these market dynamics and watching what's going on with all this. It's getting kicked down the road with these moratoriums on the foreclosures and stuff like that. But you bring that around, yeah? Bring that around. Bring 30 days. You can handle that. You want to be real cool, do it for 45 or 60 days, right? I'm not talking about forever. You don't have to, start, eating cardboard. But can you do oatmeal or eggs for breakfast every day for 60 days? Because that shit's cheap. Right? Can you make some cheaper decisions? Can you not buy anything? Can you just cut off all your discretionary spending? I'm going to recommend a woman. Her name is Sarah Von Bargen. And I think Von Bargen is spelled different than Von Bargen, but it is her real name. She does a thing that she calls a spending diet, and you can Google Sarah Von Bargen spending diet. My wife found that very, 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 very... I grew up with not a lot of money, so I had to learn... I don't know. What I needed to learn about money was not how not to spend. I knew how not to spend. I needed to learn how to realize how much abundance is out there that I can just grasp, right? And that's why if you've done my Money Mastery Bootcamp, that's really the focus. We talk about budgeting, but that's like one day, and then there's 20 days about how to make money. Because that's what I needed to learn. That was my challenge. My wife grew up in a more well-to-do family, and she needed to learn how to, like, nah, dude, go a week without spending any dollars and any cents, you know? Because you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Stop at Starbucks a couple times a day, one time just for coffee, maybe just a little bite in the afternoon. $15 a day over a week. Boom. I mean, over a week, 7 days. Maybe Sunday you're getting a little extra, right? You're up to $120. Then you get, you know, up to a month. That's $500. That's a credit card bill. That's more than a credit card payment. That's for sure, right? And that's just the Starbucks. Then we start cutting out everything else. We start making decisions that are, you know, then when we go to the grocery store and instead of buying the fucking $8 box organic cereal, I say, baby, can you eat conventional for 1 month? And we buy the bag of cereal that costs $1 and we divide our groceries by 8. You know, when Dr. Cosmic was out here, he was most shocked at the amount of money we spend on milk and eggs. Because we eat good organic shit, you know, but for that period, when we did that 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever we did, we put that shit on hold. We ate conventional. I'm not too proud to hit up the food pantry. Misconception about food pantries, I just want to put out there. Food pantries are, unless they, generally speaking, they're not needs-based because it's not about providing food to the poor. It's preventing food from getting thrown out and wasted. So you're doing something good for the community if you get your food from the food pantry. And you get fire shit there. I had like all the shit that actually, ironically, the shit that my wife buys at Starbucks, the sous vide egg bites and all that shit, it was right there at the food pantry from Starbucks in their back of house packaging. They just had extra. So, factual things. And, you know, I'm not saying that you should live from the food pantry for the rest of your life, but I'm saying that if you really, really, really pulled out all the stops and did everything you could to minimize your spending, you make a huge impact in that debt. You're going to make a lot faster progress on this. How's that sound, Ebony? Now, I'm noticing that we haven't had a follow in about 21 minutes, which is fine. It's great because that means that we're almost through that hour. We almost have this thing down to 11 hours. But what I know is going to happen at some point is there's going to be an avalanche. There's going to be an avalanche. Oh, snap. I just cleaned up the cards. Well, I think you're going to win that Queen contest on because Queen of Cups crosses Queen of Wands. Nothing about your health in here. Nothing about your health in here. But I think you have a hell of a shot at that Queen contest. Now, tell me more about that contest. Maybe this Two of Wands over here has something to do with that. I can't be certain. As I shuffle and shuffle, I dropped one card down here. Yeah. Oof. I might have to do... So, guys, how common is it for streamers to, like, take breaks? Because my understanding of when you know... I don't know. I think it's not cool if you take a break. I think that's kind of cheap. Kind of depriving the people. Is subathon anything but some sort of, like... public penance that you do? There's an aspect of martyrdom to it, is there not? Am I mistaken on that? Is that not the ethos of the subathon? I'm just saying I haven't seen that zombie run across the screen. Oh, you're an Eastern Star. Okay. Well, I think you have... Again, I have the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. If Queen of Swords was in there, she's a little more bitter. Queen of Pentacles a little stuck up, but Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands are really the two most beneficent of the queens. So I think you're good. She says, "Oh my God, you have to take breaks." I think I don't have to. I can mute the mic. I guess if I mute the mic, it's dead air. So I'm not just gonna get like a bottle when I have to hit the bathroom. Yeah, that queen energy that you have there, Ebony, is looking solid. Let's see. Our shoemaker, if eating out and fast food and shit is the problem, get the Costco card, right? And go get the chicken breasts. This is kind of way too easy. You just make a huge batch of grilled chicken. You know, you just buy the grilled chicken breast. They have organic grilled chicken breast even. But yeah, we'll do like a huge batch of grilled chicken, and then just freeze it. Just freeze it, and then that'll keep us for like 3 weeks to a month. And you can do a real, and then because then once you have that grilled chicken frozen, mix it with, you know, tomato sauce and pasta, and you got wherever you go. Oh, good. You have tons of chicken. Good. Yeah, yeah. Just grilled. But here's the trick with the trick with the grilled chicken breast. Look, I'll give you the recipe. It's real easy. You want to get yourself like maybe we'll take the show in the kitchen. I'll cook up a batch of chicken. You want to get yourself like a casserole dish, right? Those Pyrex, right? Get all your chicken breast out. Okay. I rinse the chicken. I think that's a weird thing that some people don't. I know that it's controversial. Rinse the chicken. I pat the chicken dry with paper towel too. If you don't do that in your house, don't listen to me. I think it's weird when people use cloth towels for that though. Then oil, coat it with oil, olive oil, and then salt, pepper, a little Italian seasoning even. Or if you want to go to a different flavor palette, that's where that goes in there. And then here's you get that all laid, you mix it all together with your hands so it's just covered. You lay it all in that dish, the Pyrex, and you get a piece of parchment paper. And you just like tuck it in around the edges of the chicken so it holds in the moisture. 385, put that sucker in the oven for like, even 45 minutes. It's hard to do it wrong. And it's foolproof, right? And it's done. Take it out, cut it up, throw it in the freezer. You're good to go. Cool. All right. That was the recipe. I don't know why I just gave a chicken recipe. Clearly, I'm gonna go delirious before this thing's over. I'm very excited about that. I have the TDCS machine, guys. Some of you guys know that I like to use this transcranial direct current stimulation machine where I hook it up to my brain and then it does an electricity thing, and I like to read like that. But we'll get to that later. We got time. What do you guys think? Have I earned a break? We're at 1 hour and 53 minutes. So I think if I take a break here, and right, I want chicken too, and I just had chicken for lunch. I think I'm going to take a quick break here, and hopefully I'll be back here before we hit the 2-hour mark. I'm going to meet some of my biological needs. Not all of them. Gosh, I don't have time for that. But some of them. Then our shoemaker, if you can pull together kind of our next 3 so we can get them on deck. I need to get a cool Be Right Back screen. Let's see how this looks. I'm back. That was short. I'm going to post that link again. Hey, everybody. I am probably going to figure out a GoPuff something. I don't know. I could use stuff. I figured out how to add the text. Here it goes, guys. It's coming soon. There we go. It says thank you for watching, but... And I do thank you for watching. Thanks for making this happen. Yep, I got that lister. Oh, that lister. You said whisper. So I said lister. I got that list. Thank you, our shoemaker. That's awesome. Whoever wants to be the... you know, and by the way, bro, do me a favor and DM me on Instagram right now, or in the I have that whisper. I'll just follow up with you from there because you have most assuredly earned yourself a mighty reward. Anyone who wants to hang for a while and handle a list, you will also earn a mighty reward. Now, I'm gonna say, I have the list. I'm gonna read you the next three. Where's that list? Here it is. I have Divine Goddess. I have Nergaser. And I have Nesimac 13. Just do me a favor. Wave your hand. Let me know you're in here for your reading right now. If you're one of those people. Or, yeah, I need to know that. And if not, we'll kind of like bump you down the list. And if you come back, then you're, then you get more. Oh, you forgot some in the front. Okay, it sounds like he has to repaste some stuff. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Who's going to take over as the list keeper? Because I can't do it. And I haven't... Okay. Okay. Diviana 577, then Die Trying, and then Teresa are up. Diviana is next. That's Diana Ortiz. And then Die Trying, and then Teresa. That's the correct list. And then... Oh, our shoemake. You are a girl. Or a woman. Or whatever. But sweet. So whoever wants to take over for our shoemake, someone let me know. And you'll be handsomely rewarded. And thank you, ma'am, for your service, our shoemake. And then... Yeah, so Diviana, Die Trying, Teresa DeLau, you're up next. Here's what I'm going to try to do, you guys. Oh no, my timer reset. Oh, is it going to do this? Oh, no. We're not doing this. I got to fix that timer. I'm not doing 13 more hours. That would be insanity. So anyone who's planning on being here for at least an hour, you can take over, and I will reward you with something from my stash. What do I mean by that? Like, I don't know, an oil or metal or something I make. I'll give you something I make. That's the plan. So how do I... we got 11 hours left. 11 hours. Timer's going again. Let me publish that. Settings saved. Let's see if that's showing up right now. Alright, Control-Shift-P. And that should give me 11 hours. The countdown has one again, guys. Okay, Ethereal Goddess. Let me do these readings, and then we'll take it from there, okay? Cool. Diana Ortiz, thank you for your patience. House of Solomon. Okay, cool. This is, you know what? I'm buying this. You buy the steak, I'll buy the wine. If you're going to hang here and get the list. I'm going to drop the list in Twitch chat. Now, again, Diviana 577, Die Trying, and Teresa are not on the list, but I know that you guys are first. Oh, no, he sent me the new list. Or she sent me the new list with those. Okay, cool. So, House of Solomon, here we go. I just need to drop it in the Twitch chat. Here we come. Boom. That's the list. That's the order I got. If you want to be on the list to get a reading, just ask House of Solomon. She will add you to the list. Cool, here we are. So, Diana Ortiz, let's see what message we have for you. And if you don't have a general reading, make sure you shout it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that it is a general reading. Cool? Cool. Cards wanted this for you. Boom. Swords, 3 of coins. The Empress. 5 of wands. Queen of coins. 10 of wands. And 9 of cups. Okay, so here's the deal, and I'm gonna go quick because I had just now realized how dang long that list got. Wow, while I was going on at length. Okay, so look, definitely the easy times that you've had relatively recently are waning. All right, you have some hard times ahead. Not tragically hard times. There's hard work ahead of you. More over than that. The real challenge here is yourself. All you want to do is relax. The Empress on your mind. But there is... there's too much going on for you to let your guard down. There's too much going on for you to relax, especially in the realm of money. You are a little less... the financial things appear more stable than they are by a little bit. Don't stop to be vigilant in that. Saving is very important. As much as I was just talking about paying down debt, in your case, Diana, saving right now is going to be very important for you. It has something to do with your family, and you will be grateful if you have saved. Otherwise, you're gonna have a difficult time catching up. Okay, so. Very important. Collaborate and save. Okay. Start a piggy bank. Start a whatever. Saving. Okay. You are going to be calling upon those savings, and if you don't have the savings there, then you're gonna undermine yourself. You're gonna find yourself getting into deep water. Okay. But just be prepared for that. What's coming for you, and start saving. Start putting that coin in the piggy bank. Okay. Does that all make sense for what you're thinking about jiving with and all that good stuff? I expect it does. On point, excellent, good as usual. Well, thanks to La Santa for the messages. Don't thank me. So with that said, dear, saving. The cushion that you think you have is not as big a cushion as you think, because when surprises come, boom, that's just going to get cleared out. But if you prepare and if you save, then it won't undermine you. Okay? Sweet. Okay, so next, I got Die Trying. Die Trying, thank you for your patience. Do me a favor, Die Trying. Let me know if you want a general or a specific. If you have a specific question or you're looking for just what the cards have to say. Dang, it's been an hour since we've had a new follower. So what I'm going to ask everybody, if you're in here, you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying you, thank you for being here. Die Trying, this is your first reading ever? Awesome. Thank you for letting me do this. Thank you for entrusting me with this. Listen, if you're in here, I need you to tell a friend to tell a friend. I need you to send a link to this to one person who will maybe join us and follow on Twitch. And to be completely real, I just need 7 more Twitch followers to hit my personal goal that I'm trying to hit within this hour. Let's smash this thing. Come on, guys. Is the 22-hour goal too long? Do I need to make these little 2-hour goals? Because I can do that. But send the link out. You know someone who could use a reading right now. That person who keeps coming to you and asking for advice, and you're like, oh my God, I'm tired of telling you that he's fucking bad news. Just send him to me. I'll tell him. Don't worry. Just send him the link. Cool. Die Trying. Let me see what La Santa has for you. Okay. That one wants to be you, so let's see what it has to say. Nine of Swords. Crossed with the Princess of Cups. Very big contrast. Crowned with Four of Wands. Supported by Four of Cups. This is the first time, by the way, we've seen Four of Cups adding here. A lot of fours. Four is very strong in here. I have Four of Pentacles in the past. And ahead of you, I have Seven of Wands. All right. Die trying. I'm gonna need some details to make sense and context of this, but not very fucking much, to be completely honest with you. I would like to know, basically, just what is your gender, and are you single or in a relationship? Those are the things to know. If I know those, male, married, cool. That's what I thought. Any kids? Third question. Last question. Any kids? And in the meantime, I won't let dead air take up the place. One daughter. This is the daughter. Okay. It's you. This card. Nine of Swords. It's an interesting thing. First of all, the man's not drowning. Second of all, the swords aren't stabbing him. Nonetheless, it seems like a terrifying position. That speaks to a position of position that seems more concerning than it is. It speaks to a position where we perceive danger where there is none. What is this regarding? The Princess of Cups, most likely your daughter. Yeah. How old's your daughter? Let's establish that. That'll maybe give us some more context. But crowning you, what's going to make this easier? 6 years old. Yeah. So you're doing this whole. You're this whole maybe getting out of being trapped in a house with a 6-year-old for a year. I have a 7-year-old, so I know the deal, right? It's a little crazy, and also this time's a little crazy, and raising kids now is a little crazy. What's supporting you? Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a stable house. It's deeds done accumulating to something, right? The Rider-Waite-Smith shows the couple under the wedding canopy, etc. So, Four of Wands is like a household, the accumulation of the things you've done that have turned into something stable. Doing is ephemeral. When we do something, it passes. The results of that can be more stable. When we do in a structured way, we build something. So we are coming from, similarly, supporting you, Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is an interesting one. The Four of Cups, there's something about, he's always shown crossing his arms. He's crossing his arms here. It's something about closing off to, or it's not about gratitude, but it's an amount of receptivity and amount of how do I want to say, willingness to believe, willingness to strain more than you have evidence for, willingness to acknowledge the evidence that you have as limited and therefore disregard. Or not disregard it, but take it in context. Okay, I guess I'm not seeing how your daughter comes into the rest of this reading, which is where it's confusing. Are you guys going through anything with your 6-year-old right now? Because the rest of this really speaks of fulfillment. It speaks of you kind of opening up more and you kind of making progress. And I say that only because it's coming from Four of Pentacles, which again, we've seen that a few times already in this session. A card of real stability that I don't necessarily associate with children. I'll pull some more, though, and see if any more details come clear. Yeah, again, I'm not seeing any imminent concern or any imminent focus. Yeah, so I think this is not about your daughter. This is about you. And what I'll tell you is that, This may be another female, actually. There's certainly a female reaching out to you. And a female in spirit would make sense because the cup we associate with spirits. I'll tell you when I unfolded more and asked for more details, I got the cup again, the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so that purity, single focus, and source of that spiritual and emotional connection. There's a turning point coming for you. Here's the truth. Till now, in the beginning, I have swords, wands, so your thoughts, the things you do. The only cups I have are underneath and closed. 4 of cups. Pentacles in the back, right? The accomplishments, the things you've have gained, added, amassed. Ahead of you, I have 7 of wands. Fending off the challengers. Things to do. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy. Keep yourself busy. Have things. Keep yourself busy. Have things. She's coming is actually from you. That's what the rest of this is telling us. This is the part of you that needs to be nourished. It's the opposite of the part of you that is engaged usually. The girl in the pink dress holding the cup. You're the guy in the red shirt holding the stick. The guy fending off the swords. You're the guy in the yellow shirt, The girl in the pink dress holding the cup. It's not really the role you get to play. What does that mean? What is the girl in the pink dress holding a cup? Well, first of all, I'll tell you this is where your daughter comes in. Play with your daughter more because she'll show you. She'll absolutely show you what that is. The way she plays, the way her mind is when she plays, her receptivity to the reality around her, how she's not even creating. She's not making it up. She's getting it. Right? That receptivity, that practice, that engagement, okay, is going to benefit you greatly. Why? This is a turning point for you. The wheel. Into what? The mage. What's the deal with the mage? The mage, you kind of see here. It's hard to see, but he's like this. He's kind of doing the disco stand. He's pointing to heaven and earth, right? He's balanced in between. This is telling me about an imbalance towards earth and fire, towards material and doing. Not much time spent in emotions. Not much time spent crying, straight up. Ace of Cups, Princess of Cups, etc. Not much time spent feeling vulnerable, speaking, not only feeling vulnerable privately, but having the vulnerability to share it publicly. That's what this is talking about. This could be a therapy process for you. It could just be sharing with your partner because, again, that idea of home and family are strong in here. It definitely means playing with your daughter and prioritizing that over work or material responsibilities. The I have to do this is not what you have to do is play with your daughter. Oh, honey, I'll get after. I'll play with you soon, and when I'm done with this, just take a week, dude. I'm not saying for the rest of your life. Try just a week and prioritize and see what that starts to provoke. Okay, there's a turning due for you. There's a change. There's again this wheel, this turning, I should say overdue for you, and it's scary in a way that you're not used to being scared. So much so that it might not even seem like fear. It might manifest as judgment rather than fear. But it is a fear, and when you know it as such, you can face it and overcome it. That's what I have for you. I hope that makes a ton of sense. I really want to give each of you like a full 30-minute hour reading, but first of all, I'll run out of time, and second of all, that list is super fucking long. Thank you for letting me read for you. Again, I'm here all night, so feel free to holler with any follow-up questions. For those of you just joining us, welcome to Chocolate Fire 32. House of Solomon is keeping the list for me. We're going in from a list here. Welcome to Tata NGV. If you're joining us on Twitch, do me a favor, throw us some follows. Thank you, Andrea. Andrea, look what I'm doing. Look what cards I'm using. I'm using the cards my friend Andrea is the one who just gave us that last follow. Is the one who got me these cards. Tata NGV, thank you for the follow. Also, so every time you follow, it adds 5 minutes. It adds 5 minutes to how long I'm going to do this. It also helps me get to my goal down here. Also, we see that cool zombie run over the chat. So it's a win-win-win for all of us. is good times. So next on my reading list, I believe was Ethereal Goddess. Is that you? Ethereal Goddess, is it you? I think. I think it's Ethereal and then Danny maybe. House of Solomon, do me a favor and confirm if you can. Ooh, I like the fancy emojis in the chat. This is my first day on Twitch, you guys. You're making me feel very welcome. I love this. I'm grateful to all of you for helping support. Every time I look at a time or a chart or something, I always see triple numbers. I just saw the stream had just been live for 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 44 seconds. There's a 444 on the end there. Cool. Teresa's next. Thank you, Teresa. You're up next. I'm pretty sure. Cool. Teresa Obatala, Divine Goddess. Then after Divine Goddess is. Keep going. Okay, cool. Teresa, I believe you said you wanted a general. Just do me a favor and give me a thumbs up and let me know that you're ready to go. Let me know that you're ready to go. The queue right now is pretty long. I'm going to try to get these coming out faster. Meaning I'm not necessarily going to recite every card. I'm not necessarily going to explain everything I'm doing. I'm just going to give the readings so we can kind of get more of you guys read. I know folks have been waiting, and I don't want you to miss your chance. That kind of seems like a bummer. And although there's plenty of time, you know. By the way, again, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're at 45 followers. We're trying to get to 50 followers in this hour. So 5 more people. I'm sure you have a friend who would like a reading. Tell them, here's what you do. That friend that you forgot to give him a birthday present or whatever, maybe you didn't forget, maybe you didn't. Go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I set this up with Hoodoo Moses. I got a reading for you. You just got to come get it. And they'll come when they think it's a gift. So do that. Cool. So let me just make sure, Teresa, you're here. Cool. Teresa, you're here. Awesome. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to go. Hopefully your signal is good enough that you can receive the message I'm bringing to you. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm going to cut. We have about 25 people up, so I'm going to try to do these in approximately 5 minutes each. That's extremely ambitious for me because, as you guys know, I like the sound of my own voice and I like to explain things and all that shit. But we're going to try to get moving. Okay. Let's not move too fast. Let's not fuck it up. Okay. All right. Queen of Cups. 5 of Wands. Hierophant crowning you. This 4 of Pentacles loves coming out in this deck. Wow. 6 of Wands behind you. Knight of Cups before you. The Hermit. 10 of Cups. 7 of Wands. The Fool. Okay, cool. Teresa, here's the deal. Hope maybe you heard me read the things. Okay. You've been in Queen of Cups vibe right now. Okay. You've getting clarity, turning inwards, receiving inspiration. But that's about to get shaken up for you. You got to be looking outwards. You got to be you're going to have to turn, okay, to not responsibilities but ambitions, okay? You do have reserve supporting you. It's not necessary for you to do this, in the abstract, but it's necessary for you to do this for your progression. Thank you to Demonation for the follow. Ali Abrams and Sophia. We're adding more time, so they'll let me go longer. I love it. You are as if between 2 stable levels, okay? You could stand right here. It's hard, actually, to go up here and pull up. But up there is where you should go. And let me say, first of all, the progress is slow. Ahead of you, I have first of all, the progress is measured. Ahead of you, I have the Knight of Cups, not the Knight of Coins. Sorry, still getting used to this deck. The place that you need to pull up to is not going to be more connected. I have the Hermit, It's gonna be more lonely. However, Ten of Cups, I have the complete family, right? I have you moving from a position of Five of Wands, from fighting, to Seven of Wands, to fending off. And finally, kind of most importantly here, from the Hermit, you come to be the Fool. The difference between the Hermit and Fool, they're both walking around with their sticks by themselves. The Fool's younger. The Fool has more energy. The Fool is on the beginning of a journey. So you're being called now to pull up to the next level, okay? To be more ambitious than you need to be brave, right? Right here. To jump in the ring, to engage in a challenge, to challenge yourself, to pull up to the next level. And when you get to that next level, whole new journey. It's not a continuation of this journey, it's the new journey. Cool. Castinator 26, thank you for the follow. Awesome. We're almost at the goal. I need 3 more follows to hit our goal for this hour. And thank you guys for throwing more time on the board. I'm loving doing this for you guys. Everyone watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Teresa, I hope that message was clear and concise enough for you, dear. Let me know if you have follow-up questions. But you are being called, what I'll tell you is, it's easy to be comfortable. It's easy to be comfortable. You're being called to challenge yourself. You're being called to work, like you know, I'm not talking about, I'm not necessarily, I'm going to use the gym as a metaphor here. Okay, I'm not telling you to go to the gym. But I'm not talking about just like show up and half-ass it on the treadmill. I'm talking about work. Work as hard as you can work. What I want to say, work as hard as you can work to the point that it's hard. It's like push yourself a little harder than you think you can every day, every step of the way. Push yourself a little bit harder, 5% past where you think you can in your progress here. Cool. I know Teresa has a bit of a lag. So next, Obatala 19. Obatala 19, give me a wave, give me a shout, confirm for me that you're still here, and let me know if you want a general or specific reading. For those of you guys who have been following, making donations, all that good stuff, thank you. Okay. And House of Solomon, I just want to make sure you're seeing the YouTube requests coming in. I think you are. You're super good at this. You're my Twitch co-pilot, but I just want to make sure. Obatala 19, you have a big move coming. A new business, moving in with your love, general reading. Sounds like a good time for a general reading. Dance of Oya, thank you for the follow. Hope you like the zombie running across the screen. Again, we got an extra 5 minutes on the timer for every follow. And now we just need 2 more to close out our goal for this hour, which is fantastic. Teresa, you're very welcome, dear. Feel free to ask any follow-ups as needed. Cool. And this one is for Obatala 19 about a big move, a new business, moving in with their love. Just a general reading, but we'll see if any of those want to jump out and be spoken about. Cool, House of Solomon, you got it. You know how this works. Dance of Oya, yeah, you can ask for whatever you want. House of Solomon's keeping the list. We got about 25 people on the list. I'm moving as fast as I can, though, right now. So we're going to try to process this list if we can. Sorry, I laugh when the cards give me messages sometimes. Oh, yes. Okay. Obatala 19. Here's what I got for you. Big move coming, new business, moving in with your love. These are going to be 3 things to do. These 3 things at the same time is too much to think about, right? How do I know this? 8 of Cups. If you leap to one thing, you lose what you left behind. Okay? It's crossed with Two of Wands. Big planning, lots of big plans and things like that. Crowned by One of Wands, Ace of Wands. Focus one step at a time. Don't try to do all these things at once. You have to find the right order to do it, okay? Obviously moving in, big move. These are combined, but you can put in that work on the relationship before you move, okay? Why? Supported by Ace of Cups. Your unity in this is what's going to carry you through, okay? Coming from Six of Wands, Six of Swords, going to Eight of Pentacles. Periods of quick progress are moving towards periods now of more work, more of a grind. Not by any means, not a blockage or a obstacle, nothing like that, but just more of a grind, right? Steady work. This is telling us something. All right, the difference between the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. Why is he dropping all the cups? Because there are way too many cups for him to hold. Yeah? So, how does he solve that problem? With help. He needs help. Okay? The tension on this situation is that things will slow down. You'll get held up if you go slowly. You're trying to make quick progress here, okay? Don't worry. There are things waiting for you. There's how do I want to say? There is assistance, aid, okay, waiting for you. There's aid that will meet you there. If you rush, you'll get there too early and you'll have to wait for the help that you need. Take your time, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other here. Okay? Don't try to bring in too much, else you're going to end up in a point where everything will become this. You can't hold from anything. You have all these cups and you're drowning in the ocean. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Next up. Is that Danny next? Let's see. That was Teresa. That was Obatala. So Divine Goddess next. Then Danny, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Okay. Listen, if you're hiring help soon, I need you to be mindful when you're hiring that help. Don't get ahead of yourself. Mocha Barbie 14, thank you for the follow. Suni Badru and Amazing Aura, thank you for the YouTube subs. We're one follower away from our goal this hour. We could do that. I think we could do that. And thank you for Gata for sending Mocha Barbie over here. That's what's up. That's why we're trying to do this. So if you're hiring some help, I want you to be careful. Hire one person at a time. Don't bring on 3 people. Don't bring on 2 people and try to and just tell them both that they know what to do. Bring on one person, train them, and then bring in the next person and have them supervised. Too much at once and you're going to drop everything right now, okay? Malach, I do have you on the list after MMD7 and Lady Stardust and Lola Rod 77. Rylan, number 50. Thank you. That's my brother-in-law, Ryland. Thanks, Ry. I was trying to hit 50. We hit our goal this hour. Way to kill it. Okay. So, next I got Divine Goddess. You're next. We want a general, if I'm not mistaken. Oof. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it Danny Chen after Divine Goddess, though? I thought Danny Chen was after Divine Goddess. Or is she lower in the list? Because he got edited out somehow, yeah? Oh, I see him on the back of the list there. Sorry. But I thought he was higher on the list before. Someone just confirm that for me while I'm shuffling. Thank you all for your patience, as I am, first time in doing it. Yeah, Fool Next Door. Sweet. We just broke 50. Watch that zombie run. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool stuff. And every time you guys do that, it does add 5 minutes to my clock. So even though I've been doing this for 2.5 hours, I got 11 hours to go. What's crazy, though, is it adds... Yeah, we'll keep at it. We'll keep at it. Oh, that's after Ethereal. There are 2 goddesses. That is what threw me for a loop, you guys. That's what got me. I didn't realize there were 2 goddesses. There's a Divine Goddess and an Ethereal Goddess. That makes sense.